Heat. I don't know how to feel about so at the end of the episode, Vegeta is being exhausted by heat, or he's being like beset by heat, and I don't know how I feel about that because like on one hand, when planets blow up, there's lava and magma and fire and rock and all this stuff. So and Frost was using poison in the episode before, so okay, I can kind of get why heat can be used to sort of perturb a Saiyan or any other warrior in the Dragon Ball series for that matter, but I feel like there could have been something just a little bit like a better plot device to be used for that. But besides that, I thought it was a decent episode, personally. Goku's reinstated, which I was like, yes, one of my complaints is back, or is gone. Excuse me, not back. One of my complaints is gone, but I'm still pissed that Piccolo, for some fucking reason, still forfeited the match when that should not have happened. And what else is there? We finally hear Hit's voice for the first time. Hit is a hitman, so the whole hit, that pun, the fact that people were thinking that it was a pun on Hitman, those people were right, and I was kind of behind that, so give me a little credit. But his voice, he's voiced by Kazuhiro Yamaji, who's a veteran voice actor. For all the shit that I've given Toei, the one thing that they always do is give their characters like the right voices and the right voice actors and voice actresses. That they always do. There's not one. I mean, I feel like maybe there's a couple voices that could be improved, like say Chi-Chi's, because I prefer the dub voice for Chi-Chi. But as far as they've never come out with like outright bad voices for their characters on any show that they've done, in my opinion. So at least as far as Dragon Ball goes. So Hit's voice was just pure sex. So the guy Kazuhiro Yamaji, he does Date in Like a Dragon. I don't call it Yakuza. I only call it Like a Dragon or Ryuga Gotoku. I can't speak Japanese that fluently, so yeah, I don't call it Yakuza because all the spin-off samurai games, it wouldn't make any sense to call them Yakuza. So I'm gonna call it Like a Dragon. He voices Date in Like a Dragon. He voices Bang in One Punch Man. He voices Senor Pink in One Piece. So very good voice selection, and his power is pretty interesting too. It seems like he's targeting like holes, sort of like a hitman. Like how like when they shoot a gun, like there's obviously there's not just a hitman, but whatever. Like whenever you shoot someone, like holes appear on the body. So I feel like it's something maybe like a amalgam homage to that, an amalgam of that and Ki, maybe, who knows. But basically he was promised Shampa's cube, and I guess that was him to sort of traverse the rest of Universe 6 to carry out like his different contracts. I would assume. That's just me using my head a little bit, or my imagination. So but we also finally learned about Vegeta, who has my favorite design out of all the fighters in Universe 6. And his first name is Oda, and I feel like I actually recorded a video before this, and my mic was sputtering. But basically, as I watch Super now, I can tell, like obviously I don't know for sure, but my gut can tell me like what Toei is putting into Super and what Toriyama specifically scripted into Super, and that's just a gut feeling. That's just reading about Toriyama, his interviews. Learning about his personality through the interviews, how he answers things, reading other manga besides Dragon Ball, like Jocko and Sandland, and like what all these different details that he likes to add. So something that feels Toriyama-esque, right? So I can tell, and of course I don't know for sure, but I can tell that Vegeta's first name being Oda was something that Toriyama did, because that's just so Toriyama-like. And again, that's just you having to know about Toriyama and reading through his interviews and reading his other manga and just knowing like what he likes to detail. Another thing would be like Frost's business scheme. I'm sure that's another thing Toriyama scripted. The whole appearing as a hero to the public while secretly behind the scenes starting those wars so that he can like buy the land and sell it for profit, right? Those are things that I feel like Toriyama has scripted, but there are some things that Toei themselves have put into the matches. So like Piccolo using the Makanko Sapa, the special beam cannon, for the entire match. I don't believe Toriyama scripted that. And again, that's just a gut feeling. That just doesn't feel Toriyama-esque. And again, maybe if you're not as well versed, I'm not bragging here, but maybe if you're not as well versed in Toriyama stuff as some other people, you might believe otherwise. But I'm pretty sure you'd be wrong. So I don't believe Toriyama scripted Piccolo using the Makanko Sapa the entire match while he was fighting Frost. And the preview for the next episode shows Vegeta using the final flash. And I have to believe that Toriyama didn't script that either. But besides all that, the animation wasn't anything to write home about as usual. The character modeling in the first half of the episode was pretty good, though, I thought. Especially with Vegeta, and I like the whole, Frost and Vegeta, their figures appearing in each other's eyes. I thought that was a pretty good directorial thing. And the editing is still fucking awkward for some reason, like Dragon Ball Kai 2014 levels of awkwardness. And so if you guys want two examples, like at the beginning of the episode, there's just this really brief, fast and short when people respond to something, they go huh or huh, or they go what or something like that. So Goku goes huh, like that at the very beginning of the episode when Piccolo tells Vegeta to be careful, and it's very short and fast and brief, and maybe to some people they don't really pay attention to that, but to someone like me who likes film production and that sort of stuff, that just came across as very awkward and inane and useless to me. Why did they put that in? What purpose does that serve? So there's that, and then another example was when Hit was approaching Frost to stop him from taking the cube, and it was right before it was right after the episode Eye Catch, the mid Eye Catch, and so basically Hit's walking, and then you see Frost's face, and then it cuts back. It fucking cuts back to Frost. Okay, so Hit is walking. It shows his feet. Then it shows Frost's face. Then it cuts back to Hit walking again. Then back to Frost's face. And then finally Frost goes "Stop! Who are you?" And then he goes "Hit! Ugh!" That whole editing sequence was just garbaggio. I don't know what they were thinking with that, because and this isn't the only examples. It's shown it's the bad editing. I can't even talk right. The bad editing has shown itself in other previous episodes of Super, but I just noticed it to be so stark and distinct in this episode, and I don't know why. But besides that, really, the music selection, if I didn't already say so, is pretty bad as usual, and the music placement too. And I'm just so mad because there are a couple good tracks in Dragon Ball Super's OST, but the OST just keeps on getting deleted from fucking YouTube. So yeah, I mean, it might be me watching too much Shenmue. Well, I'm not watching Shenmue. I'm listening to Shenmue tracks and Like a Dragon tracks and all these Japanese video game stuff, and it sounds so fucking good with Motoi Sakuraba that I'm just so pissed at how amateurly Dragon Ball Super is being handled right now. But yeah, decent episode, I guess, though. But yeah, I'm just like you guys. I'm just excited to see what happens next episode. I'm just watching and just hoping that the next episode is gonna be good. So thank you guys for watching this decent episode, I guess, and I'll probably do a live stream tonight, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.